Pacific Northwest sits in one of the most seismically active regions in the country, making earthquake preparedness a top priority for engineers. This week, hundreds of students and professionals from around the world are gathering to put their designs to the test. In our latest Environment Northwest story, Joe Ranieri joins us with more on the competition that's preparing the next generation of engineers. Joe?
Hey, good afternoon to you, Tim. This is a huge event in the engineering community, and around 1,000 people will be heading to the Rose City over the next couple of days for the National Conference on Earthquake Engineering. A couple hundred people will also be participating in a big event that they've been doing research on for the last 12 months.
Students from around the world, from Ecuador, Turkey, India, and Canada are in the Rose City this week.
And this is honestly very similar to a real project. Like, we go from the start of the design process all the way to the construction and the completion here.
You can think of it as a science summer camp for adults, where students compete in making these buildings all out of the same material, balsa wood, very strong and low density.
We are repairing our models that we spent many months working on and building. And tomorrow we'll present to the judges about them, and then Thursday we're going to shake them and hope that they survive the ground motions.
Students take into account where the building is going to be built.
Obviously important to be able to design to the region and understand how it works. Like, you can't just build the same thing here as like another country. You gotta figure out your surroundings and figure out how to keep people safe everywhere.
The National Conference on Earthquake Engineering takes place every 4 years. It might not be as grand or well known as the World Cup, but for these future engineers, it's their World Cup.
Maybe not as globally exciting as the World Cup, but for us as civil engineers, structural engineers, it's honestly more exciting than the World Cup. This is a great chance to really get engaged with the structural engineering community.
It's also an opportunity for the science community to come together.
So bringing people together from all over the world, we're able to exchange ideas across disciplines from geotechnical to structural.
And share experiences.
We can also be learning from what our partners and colleagues are working through abroad. So we all saw Venezuela on the news. And there's things to learn from emergency management.
To see what works and what doesn't when it comes to earthquakes and preparing for them.
Now, Tim, between 300 and 400 students from around the world will be competing in the seismic competition. That's going to be held on this Thursday. Not only will they be able to compete, they're also going to potentially compete for future jobs as well. A lot of engineering companies are on hand for this week's event. Back to you.
Yeah, I bet they are. That's important work. Joe, thanks.